Defeated Indonesian presidential candidate Prabowo Subianto is set to challenge the result of last month's election in court. Mr. Prabowo's legal team is expected to file the lawsuit tonight. The Election Commission announced on Tuesday that President Joko Widodo has won a second term with 55% of the vote. But Mr. Prabowo is rejecting that outcome, citing election fraud. Now, tensions surrounding the poll results had escalated into protests, which turned into full-fledged riots in Jakarta. The clashes between Prabowo's supporters and police have left at least 7 people dead and hundreds more injured. Now, Chani Vattvani joins us from Jakarta right now. Chani, this is the second time that Mr. Prabowo has challenged the election results that, did not favor him. Take us through the process in court once the complaint has been lodged.
Well, according to the law, the Prabowo Sandi team have 3 days from the time the recapitulation announcement was made to file their appeal at court. Now, I'm here at the Constitutional Court. The court itself has been open for 24 hours every day since the recapitulation announcement was made on May 21st for this situation. The Constitutional Court must make a ruling on any challenge 14 days after it considers the plaintiff to have submitted sufficient documentation. Now, once their application is fully registered, the court will hold a preliminary hearing or preliminary examination. Now, that preliminary examination is currently expected in mid-June. Now, today being the final day of 3 days, the Prabowo Sandi team have until midnight local time to file their objection. Now, at a press conference held earlier, Mr. Prabowo's younger brother, Hashim Jojo Hadikusumo, who is also tasked as the coordinator for the legal team who will file that appeal, said that the court had issued a schedule in which the court said they will make their decision, or rather their verdict on this election case on June 28th.
So, Chani, this appeal process, could the court actually dismiss the appeal if they find no legal basis?
Well, yes, the court could dismiss the appeal if they find no legal basis or a lack of evidence. In fact, this entire process of what is happening now may very well be a deja vu for President Joko Widodo, because he faced the same sequence of events in 2014 before the court dismissed the claims of cheating by Mr. Prabowo, citing a lack of evidence and paving the way for Mr. Widodo's presidency. Currently, Mr. Widodo is ahead of Mr. Prabowo by 16.5 million votes. And if the Prabowo Sandi team is aiming to win their case, they have to prove their claims of voter fraud through solid evidence backed up by claims as well. And at the press conference, a member from their camp said that they found political corruption and that they would reveal their findings of voter fraud when they filed for the appeal later tonight.
What about protests in Jakarta? Are we expecting any further demonstrations tonight?
Well, as far as protests, at least right in front of the Constitutional Court is concerned, at this point it is looking very unlikely because police have heavily secured the area. They have heavily barricaded access for at least 500 meters, so there is no way for rioters or protesters to even come into the area.
All right, thanks for that. Chani Vattvani speaking to us from Jakarta. And right now we're just waiting for Prabowo's team to file that lawsuit.